So I discovered this dude who's apparently Jehovah's Witness, and he says some wild stuff. Oh my God. He talks about, all right, just listen to this.
See, I'm a man, and I want 4 things when I get home. You ready? I'm gonna tell you what I want. I want 1, I want respect.
Every man does.
I want love, cuddles, man. I like affection. I like my wife with kids.
Gay? No, kidding. Okay. This is not what I would expect to hear from a Jehovah's Witness, honestly, but sure enough, I believe he's a Jehovah's Witness. I can't actually figure out who the hell this guy is. I've been looking around, but like Google Lens won't turn anything up for me. I don't know if you know, then tell me in the comments, but this guy has some wild views.
Up on me. I like a cooked meal, man. She cooks amazing, right? And I'm not like, oh, everything has to be super perfect and clean, but I like a clean house that smells good, but overall, I like that, and I like...
Okay. What the hell? This is so weird.
I'm a man, right? So those 4 things I want.
Like the things that he said so far, honestly, it feels like it might be enough to get him reproved, if not disfellowship, just at least reproved. To come out and talk about this stuff publicly, not something you do.
So when I get home, if I go home, I'm saying, I'm the man. We do things my way. That crap, now I'm not getting the respect because I'm over there now demanding respect. I'm not getting no...
Okay, so he's saying he's not going to be a douchebag to his wife because then she's not going to give him what he wants. Okay.
cuddles.
You're not
I'm not
getting
gonna get up.
He's not getting cuddles, he says.
By the way, guys, check out my new shop, owenmorgan.com/shop. I have a bunch of really cool designs on there.
I'm not getting no cuddles.
You're not
I'm not gonna
getting
get up. If that cooked food is probably not gonna taste as good, and I'm not getting no sex, and I'm not gonna have a nice, neat house. It's not gonna happen. Why would I fight, mistreat the person? The only butt I can ever grab, the only boob I can ever grab, the only person that allows...
Dude, he would be reproved in a heartbeat if he were apologetic, if he were lucky. But talking like this, especially in a public platform, not something that you do.
that I can actually have sex with morally and biblically is my wife, right? So why would I attack and act like a tough man with the only person that can give me everything that I need? Now, what's my responsibility? Now let's switch the roles now. My wife knows one thing, and the one thing that she knows for a fact is the moment she walks, that I step out of that door, I'm the man, and I gotta handle business and bring home the bread.
Okay.
That's my number one job. I step out of that house.
Dude, he's got this wild interpretation of like gender roles, just this very strict down the line interpretation of gender roles.
Not to go waste time, not to go kick it with my homeboys and drink beer in the garage, right? Not to go out to the bars and act stupid and go chase women. My number one job is to go out there, get that bread, bring home the security, the peace, put the roof over the head, put the food on the table. That's my number one job. My wife sometimes, and it's kind of funny because my wife is awesome, but
You know, this guy reminds me of somebody who would go out skateboarding and he would wear a t-shirt that says wrecking decks and getting sex. That seems like the kind of guy, right? This is him.
I get home one time, right, and she was texting me. She's like, "Hey, don't forget the milk, right? The milk, we need milk for the kids, right? We need milk for the kids." She's constantly around, "Hey, the milk, don't forget the milk, right?" Of course, me having
Okay, so he's saying that she was nagging him. All right, got it. Go on.
ADHD, what do you think what happened when I got home?
You forgot the milk.
I forgot the milk, right? So then she's like, "Where's the milk at?" I'm like, "Oh crap, babe, my bad." And she's like, "Babe, I told you not to forget the milk." I'm like, "Pause, hold on, pause." I said, "Love, I forgot the milk. You're right, but you know what I didn't forget to bring?
Kisses, right? You didn't forget to bring kisses.
I didn't forget to bring $15,000 this Friday.
$15,000 this Friday? Is that what he said?
I forgot the milk. You're right, but you know what I didn't forget to bring? I didn't forget to bring $15,000 this Friday.
Okay.
So can I at least get a hello? She's like, "My bad, babe." I said,
God, all right, so I appreciate that he's saying that he that he wants to treat his wife well. That's good. But your reason for doing so is just ass backwards. What? It's bizarre. The way that he views relationships is wild.
"Baby, we have 3 assistants, 3 of them. If I forgot the milk, you can call any of them and they can bring you the milk right now. But please, when I get home, show me some respect
What the hell does this dude do? He's got 3 assistants?
and show me some love. I miss you. How was your day? Sorry, baby." Kisses me, gives me a hug. We sit down. She serves me. We eat. I have an enjoyable evening now.
I got you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, like,
Everybody has their own responsibilities.
we're not competing.
Yeah.
this whole feminist crap, I'm like, sorry, people, like, you can't trust men. No, you can't trust your man.
Okay, look, there's a reason why people that whole meme went around a while back. Would you rather find a bear in the woods or a man? And like a weird number of women said the bear. The fact is, a bear is nearly guaranteed to kill your ass. A man, maybe not. But there's a reason that meme went around. Because men are really dangerous. And you're not. You're not dangerous, right? Like you personally, you're not dangerous. So you don't understand why anybody else would feel like they're in danger from men, since you're a man and you're not dangerous. But believe it or not, a weird number of dudes are like really psychotic and dangerous and weird and like really sketchy. So he says, is he an Andrew Tate clone? I don't think, no, this guy has a chin. I don't think Tate has a chin, so not a clone. He probably listens to Tate, surprisingly. Again, not something Jehovah's Witnesses are really supposed to do, but you'd be surprised at how far right Jehovah's Witnesses are on a lot of social issues. Stephen Lett, one of the governing body members, has spoken on feminism before, believe it or not. Yeah, here we go. This is Stephen Lett talking about feminism. There's this group from like the 70s and 80s and maybe even the 60s, I'm not sure, called Women's Lib, like Women's Liberation. And they were fighting for women's right to enter the workforce and live their lives and have a credit card because they weren't allowed to at the time. They weren't allowed to get a credit card or a bank account or a home loan or anything. So they were fighting for that. And Stephen Lett talked about it.
There's a lot of groups in today's world that would have our sisters believe to be in subjection to a man is belittling. It's demeaning. There's groups like Women's Lib. One brother called it Women's Lip, L-I-P instead of L-I-B, just change a letter there.
Women's lip, like they give him lip, like they can't keep their mouths shut. What is wrong with you, Stephen Lett, really? That has crossed over from just respecting the divine relationship between men and women, which we already knew what that meant. Cross the line from that into full misogyny.
Groups like that say, don't let any man tell you what to do. Get out there and compete with men, including your husband. Don't let any man tell you you're just as good or better than men. See, and that's the attitude they try to promote.
Well, I mean, aren't people equals? Are they not equals? The point is, no, they're not in his mind. So what I'm saying is that this guy is, he's getting into politics, he's getting into political subjects, and it seems kind of odd coming from a Jehovah's Witness, but they're really a very political people. They just pretend not to be, or they don't get into politics directly. They don't comment on political things that are happening right now, that type of deal. They do have positions on political issues, though. Don't let them fool you.
Yes, that's a good point. He's soft.
If that's the man you chose, yeah. I'm sorry. You know what my stepdad taught me?
I'm sorry, let me step back. I missed it.
Man, no, you can't trust your man.
Yes, that's a good point. He's soft.
If that's the man you chose.
Okay, they are creating this fictitious guy, and then they're bitching about it. What?
Yeah. I'm sorry. You know what my stepdad taught me years ago?
Tell me what your stepdad taught you.
He taught me this. He said,
okay,
if you want to find a good woman, look at the way the mom treats the husband.
Didn't literally everybody's parent tell him that? Every Jehovah's Witness parent, certainly. I think I heard that. I heard that a billion little cliches like that.
And look at the way the daughter respects the husband or the father. If the daughter doesn't respect the dad and the mom doesn't respect the dad, if she ever marries you, it doesn't matter how nice, how pretty, how good she can do her eyelashes. It doesn't matter how big her butt is. It doesn't matter. None of that matters because at the end of the day, she's already wired to treat a certain man a certain type of way.
Yes.
Okay. Men in authority need to be respected, and she's learned that she doesn't need to respect men in authority. Well, see, that therein lies your problem, bud. I'm not in authority in my marriage. We're both working together to try to accomplish the same goals. We are equals. This really does say a lot about the way that he views the world, doesn't it?
So, and it goes to the same thing with the woman. I mean, with the man, with a man. Look at the way a man treats his mom. Look at the way the father treats the wife. If that father doesn't treat the wife good, if that son doesn't respect the mom, that's the way he's going to treat you.
Yeah,
doesn't matter how charming he is. Doesn't matter.
That's not really true. I guess it could act as an indication, I suppose, but
six pack doesn't matter if he drives a Dodge Charger. Doesn't matter how good his swag is. Doesn't matter if he has nothing. What matters is at the end of the day, that's who he's going to become. That's the way he's going to treat you. So you got to pay attention to all that. So all these women that are like, oh, my baby daddy ain't crap. No, well, who's the stupid one? Who's the foolish one? Who's the one that decided to procreate and reproduce with that individual? You did.
To procreate, okay.
So like, oh, I was young and dumb. Or at least take some ownership then. You were young and dumb. But for you to sit there and label men as being unresponsible, not reliable, and trying to like talk down men like if we didn't freaking work hard to provide freedom in this country. And
dude, this guy's understanding of the world is so weird.
Build everything. We were designed. We have testosterone. Our bodies is bigger. We're stronger. We're physically different. We think logically. We're wired different. But we're wired to defend. Like, I don't believe women are gold diggers. You know what they are? They're security diggers.
Okay. Isn't literally every human being a security digger? Aren't we all digging for security?
There's a huge difference. Women are attracted to security, and we're attracted to love and the way they are as mothers. That's why we're attracted. Like, there's a lot of moms that are.
Yeah, the only reason that he views it this way is because of society. It's not something that was like built into human beings. Well, I guess historically, men used to be expected to go out and find the food, and the women would watch the children. I get like in caveman days, for example. I don't think that there's any basis to the claim that this is built into human beings. I believe that this is the gender roles entirely a social construct, as far as I understand it.
Single moms, and they have a son, and you know what? Their inbox is full of men. And you know who has the most men after them? The ones that are the best moms. Because psychologically, in our what's the proper word to use this? Our subconscious is attracted to a mother who can care.
Yes.
Because 2,000 years ago, it was the best daughter who was the most attentive of the.
Notice he said 2,000 years ago instead of 20,000 years ago or 200,000 years ago. Because he's a young Earth. Well, he's an old Earth creationist, which means he thinks that humans all appeared 6,000 years ago, but the Earth has been around for like a long time.
The house of the family. And what was the woman attracted to 2,000 years ago? 3,000 years before you can walk out and get a steak at Walmart and Kmart, and right? The woman was attracted to the best hunter. Because women
Who could provide? A man who could just
Yeah, you're describing a social construct. Good job.
provide.
Yes, that right there is key. So woman is like, now, yes, you have some women that are into like, oh, if he doesn't have a Louis Vuitton, he doesn't buy me Louis Vuitton, doesn't buy me this, doesn't buy me that. Okay, then that woman is probably rotten in the inside.
You know, my channel has done really well at various points in time, and it's done not so well at various points. Right now, I'm making about median wage for the average worker in society, in the United States, which I'm happy with, of course. But there was a time when I was making $35,000 a month. $35,000 a month. And what I learned from that experience is that most women actually aren't gold diggers. People pretend that women are like out to find anybody that they can to take advantage of her. That's just not true. It's just not.
Right? It doesn't have no.
Like, you have to force yourself to be with somebody that you don't want to be with. If you're with this person, then you are almost guaranteed there because you want to be. Unless you perform an incredible feat of willpower and strength like Melania Trump and are granted an Einstein visa for it. Anyway.
No morals and principles. But the most women, they are looking for security. They're looking for the best
Financial
hunter.
security, physical
Like, everyone is looking for security. This is not unique to women.
And
security.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely. And vice versa, when they say, well, men are only seeking the beautiful ones. They always watch at the appearance. Yes, but once again, 2,000, 10,000 years ago, men were always looking for women that are healthy, that look healthy, that can do what? Give birth to their children.
Yes.
That's what we were looking
Dude, this is like a weird Andrew Tate stroke fest we're watching right now.
Yeah.
for. And women were looking for the one who's strong, who's physically fit, who could defend against other men, other tribes, and who could hunt or gather or do something.
And protect.
Protect and bring some food to house. That's it.
Yes. And that's the thing. I think in today's society, brother, we have it, and I'm sorry to cut you off. It's just like, we have it so mixed up.
Yes.
Like
switch
the women are like, why are women trying to be men? And I don't need a man. Why does a woman have to take a manly role But a man that doesn't have a woman, we don't have to take a feminine role.
You don't have to cook. You don't have to fulfill gender roles that you would normally, or that a wife would normally fulfill. What are you talking about? Of course you have to cook for yourself if you don't have a wife. Of course you have to take care of children if there's no mother nearby. I mean, I took care of my kid from birth, basically. Like, her mom has been out of the picture since she was very, very young, before she can even remember. So it was just me and her. And it was actually harder than you would expect for a man to take care of a kid in society, because nobody ever expects it. The school always tries to get the mom's phone number. They always try to call the mom. And when they call me, they say, is the mother around? Parents never want to send their kids for a sleepover at my house because there's no mom, for example. You know, when I want to send my kid over to a sleepover, parents feel weird that it's me bringing the kid and not the mom. It's hard. It's definitely hard. Those gender roles are built in. They're built in tight.
Because there's no need for a man to act feminine to survive. But a woman to survive, like, not all, but some women have to act like men or act.
I don't know what you're talking about. Men still have to cook. They still have to clean. They still have to take care of children if there's no women around in this weird world that you're building up.
Like, I don't need a man. Act tough. I don't let myself, right? You're taking a manly role to survive. So at the end of the day, we need men. If not, you wouldn't try to build this manly character.
So is he saying we don't need women in society, but we do need men?
Does that make sense? So that's the thing. Like, we can't be washing down what men are. And at the same time, I don't wash down with my wife. I'm so blessed to have my wife. I respect my mom. I respect my grandma. I respect my wife. And I respect my daughter.
But they're just not hard workers. Is that what he's saying? I don't understand what point he's making here.
And for me to sit here and listen to the generation saying, you don't need a man, it's stupid.
It's a scam.
It's so stupid.
Oh my God, dude. Get help. You don't need a man to live your life and be who you are. How can you disagree with that? I don't understand. I don't see his point of view. I'll tell you this, though. Living in Manhattan and like living rich. I mean, I don't live in Manhattan now. I don't live rich or whatever, but living in Manhattan around rich people for as long as I did, like 5 years, I can tell you that they have a completely different culture. Like, we don't understand these people at all, and they don't understand us. You ever wonder just how out of touch politicians are, for example, with society? Very out of touch. Literally like two different species. Their culture is completely different in every way. They see society completely differently. And this guy is very obviously rich, right? He's got 3 assistants. This guy does not see society in the same way as anybody else, really, as normal human beings. And they even have people that they discriminate against. And you can hear it. I mean, other than literally everybody under them. But I mean, they have their own social classes, even among the rich. Like, you can hear it in the song, This Is How We Do by The Game.
They call me new money, say I have no class. I'm from the bottom, I came up too fast.
Yeah, anyway, that's the section. I don't want to play it too long for copyright purposes. They call me new money. They say I have no class. I'm from the bottom, I came up too fast. They like make fun of each other in these like weird little rich circles about how fast they got their money, or how long they've had their money, or whatever other stupid, weird, bizarre shit. It's just really, really odd.
Adam had everything, man. When he was created, Adam had a perfect body, all the animals had a paradise. And he saw the animals with pairs. And he was by himself. And God is like, man, I'm by himself. He realized he was alone. So wouldn't God?
Oh yeah, God didn't think about that one. See, you got it. God should have sat there and thought about it a little bit longer, you see. Okay, that makes sense.
He made a wife out of his own body. And then, so now the wife needs a husband, right? Well, not every woman. Some women are okay being by themselves, that's right.
But are they okay? Are they truly okay inside?
Oh, man.
How do they feel?
These people are so goddamn fucking weird, dude. Really. They are so fucking weird.
inside after 20, 30, 40 years, when they're 60? Are they truly okay with not having kids, not having true relationship, with not having anybody who will look after them?
If you like this short clip,
I did not like the short clip. Thank you, good sir.